darlings. We have the green-eyed king himself, Lord Dullard, jetting off to Saudi Arabia to outflank the curse of Epstein. With his good news as a trade envoy, what training course did he go on? But it doesn't appear that he can escape it, as members of the Saudi royal family appear to be named in the Epstein files. In addition, the same Saudi royal family were involved in the unaliving of a reporter called Mr. Khashoggi, and the Saudi royal family's record on human rights and suppression of women, given that the Epstein case is all about the abuse of women and boys and girls, didn't appear to play very well and was completely missed by the green-eyed king. So he trots off to Saudi Arabia in the hope to get some positive headlines, but the fact is nobody was interested in the visit. There was no drumbeat, no headlines, none of the digital press even picked it up. It was a nothing burger of an event, and it seemed completely tone deaf given the current crisis the royal family finds itself in. It was also interesting that the Boo-Boo Kitty Katie didn't go on that particular visit, and I will be coming to their statement shortly. But what's interesting to me is that the green-eyed king in waiting thought this was potentially a relaunch. Something fresh in and around him. How foolish, foolish one! Oh gosh. Because what seems very clear is that he is a habitual involved in scandal individual. It now turns out that the Green-Eyed King in Waiting charity has been reported to the Charities Commission. The environmental charity has a major partner, and the partner is called DP World, and they have given at least £1 million. The chairman, oh, how surprising, Sultan Ahmed bin Salman, the same person he's currently visiting. And not only that, according to Yahoo News, he appears in the Epstein files. The circulation of interdependence within this elite group appears to have no bounds. So the Earthshot Prize, founded by Prince William, has been reported to the Charity Commission following fresh revelations about one of their donors. We are aware of concerns about sources of funding to the Earthshot Prize, a Charity Commission spokesman told ITV News on Wednesday. Let's see how thorough they're going to be in relation to investigating that money. Because let's not forget, when the Charity Commission investigated Centre Barley, they left that viper Chanduka in charge. Despite huge claims addressing the financial mismanagement. Do you think they'll be this thorough on this occasion? Let me think. I'll leave that with you, darlings. Once again, the word assessing. I've noticed that this word assessing creeps into every media piece when they're talking about the investigating anything to do with the royal family. The royal family don't have investigations. They have assessments. We are assessing this information to determine any next steps. So they're not sure if they're going to do it because it's potentially not sure. And if there is a role for the commission. So they've already decided it's only an assessment, and it's only to determine if the next steps are necessary and if there is a role for the commission. So you know this exercise is going to be like that. Looking after the establishment, darling. Always looking after each other. So while he was running around over in Saudi Arabia trying to look important, he is, and his activities are further embroiled in this scandal, which in my opinion is going to significantly reduce the foundations upon which this structure sits. And while I was looking at that, don't you notice how the green-eyed king in waiting is always involved in some shady stuff? Some cancalang, some kind of, always involved in some sort of activity where he has to deny that he knew anything. This is just one of many people. Don't forget, in the Murdoch phone hacking settlement between 2020 and 2023, it was revealed that he received a large private settlement from Mr. Rupert Murdoch in the newspaper group, compensation for alleged illegal phone hacking, and that only became revealed because of the case with Harry. Then in 2025, you had the wealthy art dealer embroiled in a scandal where he didn't know that people were selling time with him. Oh yes, don't forget that one. And now he's taking, not him, but his charity that he's founded. You know, one of the friends of the elite group has suddenly donated £1 million to the charity. And once again, there's a plausible deniability because of the degree of separation. Nobody's buying this stuff. Then he was charging rent to charities and community groups because part of the Duchy of Cornwall is that those individuals use his land, so he's charging them rent. He's already got enough money, but yet you're still grabbing more. And then there's the exercise over the helicopters and ferrying the children to and fro and making fake videos in houses that you don't reside in. Are you guys seeing a pattern here? There's a pattern here, people. On top of that, the whole climate hypocrisy exercise, when you fly everywhere and then lecture everybody else about climate importance while you're emitting how many carbon footprints paid for by the public purse. The pattern here is one of fraudulence, man. Yeah, that's what 411 is. It's the fraud business. It's fraudulence. And this is the point I'm trying to get to. This whole thing represents a fraud on the psyche, a fraud on the exchequer and on the public purse, and a fraud on us. Right, that took ages, but I just had to get it all out.